And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Brooklyn Nets as they play against the Orlando Magic. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined. Now, this season, Clark, is still very, very young. How much do you take away from these first handful of games of a season?
I think you can take away quite a bit as a whole organization. You know, the front office execs are already thinking about how the team can do better, where they might be able to make moves to improve the squad, as are the coaches. So I think these games are important and valuable.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Carter in at the center. And it's sent back by Carter. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here's Durant. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Crafty move. Brooklyn with the rebound. Pass to Collins. And Collins gets double teamed. The tray. KD can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Magic. Caldwell Pope right side. Back to Wagner. There's the three. And it's Bona with the rebound. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. From 17 feet out. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
And this is how you use the mid-range area. Collins keeping it simple and just taking what the D gives.
Here's Banchero. Another miss by Orlando.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Maxey against Suggs. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
That's how you run the pick and roll. Maxey capping it off with the perfect pass.
Here's Suggs. Can't hit from the elbow.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And stolen by Wagner. Suggs up top. Knocks down the three ball. Suggs has got his second bucket of the night.
Shooting in good rhythm there. Suggs off the catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Here's Maxey. Plays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play.
Collins, a screen on Suggs. 14 feet away. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Recognize that space given, and Maxey pulled up in the mid-range for the bucket.
Here's Suggs. 5 points in the game. Banchero outside. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They set the pick. Pass to Bona. It's stolen by Banchero. That's tipped. Grimes passes to Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he sinks the second. Orlando's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks. Yeah, the Nets head coach and I were able to chat. And we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Nets leading by 3. Here's Grimes. Offline with his 3. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Nuggets. Wagner with it, guarded now by Durant. Suggs. The Magic again can't hit.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Inside, stolen by Carter. Suggs looking around. Caldwell Pope outside. Carter with a screen on Collins. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Magic.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. The Nets making the switch here.
Substitutions for your Nets. Tony Bradley.
The Nets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Suggs against Maxey. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end. And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Collins wide open, he fires. It's good from long range. Collins has got 5 points so far.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
From 13, again the Magic score. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Collins a screen on Suggs. Maxey passes to Grimes. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
There's Wagner with the 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Collins a screen on Suggs. Maxey passes to Collins. It's hauled in by the Magic. Wagner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Suggs. The 11-footer and the rejection by Collins.
And that shows you a bit of Collins' all-around game and why he's so valuable at both ends of the floor. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Orlando?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Anthony, the pass to Bitadze. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside, Maxey. Here's Whitehead. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Anthony, the pass to Bitadze. Wagner outside. 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Bradley. Nets passing it around. Maxey looking it over. Now Collins. Comes up empty down low.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Black. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Bitadze. A three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn trailing. Maxey into the lane. Pass to Grimes. Maxey on the wing. Here's Whitehead. Connects from three-point range. And the Nets lead by 1.
Always able to see the complete floor. Maxey, great vision.
Here's Black. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
Maxey attacking. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Boy, I like it. Quick, aggressive move by Maxey.
Up top, Wagner. Outside, Anthony. Pass to Bitadze. There's the triple. And Cole Anthony with the 3.
Prepared to let it fly. Anthony was just waiting for the rock.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 6. To the inside. Here's Bradley, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Bol out there with Brown. Then there's Price. And it's KD in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Black. Solid. Play in the low block, and that one's good. Black's got the game tied up here for the Magic.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin, but you just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA, thanks. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Outside Durant. Bol, a screen on Banchero. Durant kicks to Price. To the middle. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Price. Brown's got his first points of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Banchero against KD. And it's good for 2. Banchero's got the lead up to 2 now for Orlando.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Durant. Let's go. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Black dishes to Banchero. Here's the 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Now Price. No scoring in this one. Pass to Alexander Walker. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Magic leading by 3. Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Back to Anthony. Here's Bitadze, and the powerful one-handed slam.
Having a scorer's mindset, but Anthony also has to keep others involved. That's a really good pass there.
Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Jalen Suggs comes in for Cole Anthony. And Clark, Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit, but I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best. Tell you what, that defense was physical, and yet Durant, with great balance and composure, just stayed with it.
Durant against Banchero. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Bol, a screen on Banchero. Using his length inside. Durant.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Black kicks to Carter. Banchero outside. Pass to Suggs. Magic moving the ball around. Banchero against Durant. Down low. Stolen by Durant. And here's the break. Here's Alexander Walker. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game. Banchero outside. Here's Black. He's defended by Price. From past the arc. And it's Suggs missing.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these 3. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Here's Durant, and he drops it. In from the low post. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
Obviously, the defense has its eyes on Durant with the ball, so he cleverly uses the pick and roll to create some space.
Pass to Bitadze, and Bol sends it back. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Bulls got 4 points now in the quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Orlando making some changes. Franz Wagner's checked in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Black. The Magic trail by 5. Suggs passes to Wagner. Here's Caldwell Pope, defended by Alexander Walker. Pass to Banchero. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Banchero's got 16 points.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by the Nets?
Price with a screen on Wagner. Durant just inside the line. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Banchero. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
No good on the free throw. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
Strong finish by KD.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Banchero looking around. Softly drops in the floater. Banchero's got 19 points.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
Up top, Durant. He's defended by Wagner. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Pass to Bull. It's stolen by Banchero. To the paint. Here's Carter. Nails the baby hook. Now just a 1-point Brooklyn lead.
When they get it to Carter Jr. down low, it's normally a fruitful trip.
Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Grimes. And the Nets miss again.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Tony Bradley's checked in for Brooklyn. Wells comes in for Kevin Durant. And a switcher also for Orlando. Amu Kelishvili is checked in. Outside, Maxey. Here's Bradley. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Magic trail by 3. Suggs with the ball. 5 points in the game. And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Caldwell Pope right side. Back to Wagner. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And Orlando again with the bucket. Here's Maxey. We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Bucket is good. Maxey's got 8 points.
Boy, the defense was looking for something different there. Maxey kept it himself off the pick that time.
Suggs passes to Mamukelashvili. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
The Nets with the lead. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Wells. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Suggs. Caldwell Pope with it. Inside. Here's Mamukelashvili. And he makes that one. Mamukelashvili has got 6 in the quarter. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
2 points. That one goes.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
Looking to get it going. And it's Suggs missing. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Carter against Maxey. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. No good on the triple. Maxey against Suggs. Collins a screen on Suggs. And here's Maxey. Good if it goes. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. KD, you're running and gunning out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
KD, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
When I look at Brooklyn, so far they've had it pretty easy. All their games at home, are you kidding me? But they're hard for me to evaluate until they've been tested on that road, Shaq.
Well, we can circle back after that game, since you don't have an answer ready. And taking a closer look at that first half, how about Kevin Durant?
Locked in offensively, getting to his spots, picking apart the D, scoring in bunches, Jets.
Great points. Get it? See what I did there?
We saw Ernie, it just wasn't funny.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Checking out the group for Jamal Mosley to start the second half. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point guard. Kicks it out to Collins. KD against Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. Collins a screen on Suggs. Here's Maxey. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Banchero, that's good.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 10. Pass to Collins. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And what I appreciate about Collins is he plays his role well, and an efficient player because of it.
Here's Banchero beyond the arc. That is no basket. It's number 3. He has made 11. We've seen Tyrese Maxey and his game go to another level. Clark, what makes him a top-level scorer in your opinion?
Kevin, there are a couple of things that really stand out. His sheer speed with the ball is remarkable. His fearlessness and confidence, every great scorer has that. And then his ability to knock down the three-point shot off the catch or off the dribble gives him an added step of quickness when he's taking it to the rack. And all of that makes him a dynamic scorer.
And it's Banchero top the key. Here's Suggs. That one falls. Suggs has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's the thing about Suggs, a footballer in high school. He gives you physicality in the backcourt.
Maxey against Suggs. Maxey, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero inside, working on Collins.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Brown's checked in for the Nets. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Banchero's versatility, impressive. He's a big that can do a little bit of everything.
Pass to Grimes. To the wing on the left. Collins in the post. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Suggs dishes to Banchero. And stolen by Maxey. Wants to get it to Collins and does. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Wagner passes to Carter. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. The shot missing. Nets leading by 5. Collins kicks to KD. Collins a screen on Wagner. KD passes to Grimes. Paxson coming off the assist from KD.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Wagner from long range. Brooklyn with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Brown with the screen on Suggs. Here's Maxey. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Checking in at about 200 pounds, Maxey is much stronger than he appears.
Special K, you've seen Tyrese Halliburton a lot. He's as good as anyone in this league offensively. What does he do best?
I think his best basketball attribute is probably his passing, his vision, the way he can set other people up. But the intangible that makes him, he's a Pied Piper. He is a galvanizer. Guys love being around his energy and the way he plays. So not only does he play with great confidence, I think he infuses in his teammates a joy and a confidence that lifts them up too.
Drills the three-pointer.
Big time answer by Maxey. Boy, was he dialed in there.
Now Banchero. He's got 26. Going inside. Out to Carter. Three-pointer. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The screen from Brown. To the inside. And the layup falls. Brown's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Pass to Banchero. That three off the mark.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Oh, great hustle play there from Wagner. Gets into the open court and cashes in on the break.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. So for the Nets, Cole comes in for John Collins, and it's Whitehead in for Kevin Durant. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Outside, Maxey. He takes it in. Pass to Whitehead. Shoots the three. Shot by Grimes. No good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Banchero outside. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And it's Carter missing. Nets leading by 8. Here's Bol. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
When you've got an imposing force like Bobo, you expect to see him at the line a lot.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Nets.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
He doesn't get the second one. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Every time Maxey steps on the floor, you expect a big scoring night. Tyrese can explode offensively at any time.
Wagner passes to Mamukelashvili. And Ball sends it back.
You've got to be aware of Bobo. He's got a 7'8" wingspan. If you are anywhere near him, back up even more to make sure you can get that shot off.
Outside, Maxey. Ball setting the pick for Maxey. That shot is off. The Magic trail by 6. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Suggs. Wagner's got 13.
Oh, good job executing inside. Wagner in total control down there.
Screen by Bol. Pass to Grimes. Off target with his 3.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
Black. Some solid defense from Brown. Nets leading by 4. Here's Maxey. Here's Bol, and the dunk by Bol.
Those boards appear to me like easy money for Bol. Then the awareness to put it back through, that's good work.
Down low. A rebound by the Nets. Brown's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Maxey on the wing. Plenty of space. And the jumper is on the mark. Maxey's got 10 points here in the second half.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And Bol sends it back. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's the pick. Here's Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Maxey is a do-it-all guard. I mean, defense never knows if he's going to shoot it, pass it, or take off the dribble.
Anthony's checked in for Jalen Suggs.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Another miss by Orlando.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And it's time now to bring you our state Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Durant, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Price. Then it's John Collins. And it's Bona in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Nets 5. And Caro outside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
You know, once in a while, a guy will come into the league and just hit the ground running. Banchero was a star from the first week.
And it's Durant missing. The Magic trail by 10. Banchero passes to Mamukelashvili. To the middle. And that one is stuffed right through.
You might think Banchero's looking to score it every time, but that's not necessarily the case.
The Nets call time. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. Now, coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. We'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. It's Price on the wing. Outside for Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's Banchero missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Pass to Price. KD sets the pick for Price. The rebound by Batadze.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And the technical free throw is good.
You got to respect Cole Anthony's workmanlike approach to the game. He's out there to do his job and get results and not focused on putting on a big show.
Jalen Suggs is checked in for Orlando.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Nets call time. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Brooklyn. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Price. Brooklyn leading by 4. Maxey with it. Pass to Grimes. And it's blocked.
Boy, Suggs doing a nice job defensively there. Reacted quickly and got the block.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Maxey. Blocked again. And there's the drive. And yes, it's good. And now just a 2-point Nets lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
Suggs kicks to Anthony. The 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close. But with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
There's a screen by Collins. Here's Maxey. Takes it off the glass. Maxey's got 16 points here in the second half.
Hey, we've seen Maxey take the big jump. Now he's one of the game's best scorers.
Anthony taking his time here. And Banchero outside. Off target from three-point range. Nets leading by 6. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant. Orlando's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Here's Anthony. Lets it go from deep. Buries the long-range jumper. Anthony's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
They get a hand on it. Here's Durant. Pass to Alexander Walker. 6 to shoot. The 3. Maxey, no good. And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Here's Suggs. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Brooklyn's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Right side Durant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
For the Magic, Wendell Carter comes in for Goga Bitadze, and it's Franz Wagner in for Anthony. Banchero kicks to Wagner. No good from outside. Nets leading by 5. And here's Maxey. Outside Durant, stolen away. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. The Magic making a switch here. Caldwell Pope checked in. The Nets call time. Wagner kicks to Suggs. For 3. The rebound by the Nets. Grimes has got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Here's Durant. Carter pulls it in. The Magic trail by 5. Suggs passes to Caldwell Pope. Now, here's Suggs. Banchero outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. To the paint. And finished off by Collins.
You can see how Maxey has developed as a facilitator. This coaching staff has a lot of trust in him.
Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Banchero. Sinks the three-pointer. Banchero's got 15 points in just the second half.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Pass to Suggs. Banchero outside. Connects again from distance.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Maxey attacking. A shot. Stolen by Carter. Now Banchero. And he drives in. And the rejection by Collins. Maxey passes to KD. It's in. Durant not bothered at all by the defense.
No stage too big for KD. If you need a basket, he's your man.
Here's Banchero. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Collins a screen on Suggs. Maxey passes to Grimes. KD on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. 4 on the clock, and the shot goes down. And it's a 5-point Nets lead.
Boy, that mid-range Jay from KD can put people to sleep, boy. Tough to guard him at all 3 levels.
Takes the 13-footer, and it's sent back by KD. Pass to Grimes. Outside, KD. Outside, Maxey. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Grimes. The basket good off the assist from Durant. And the Nets lead by 8.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
1:30 left here in the 4th quarter. Banchero outside. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Maxey passes to Durant. The 3-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Banchero. An easy 2 points on the layup. Banchero's got 39.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
At the line, Tyrese Maxey. At the line,
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good.
And not sure they've got enough time to save themselves.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And it's Carter missing. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
And that one drops.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And it's good. 2 points. It's the Nets now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Grimes. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Maxey on the wing. 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd.
All right, DA, thanks again. Yeah.